Happy Friday night, Nitro Gang. I am glad to see you all here. You know, the last time I did a stream, it was exactly a week ago. And today, I have something I'm looking forward to making great again. Now, it's a Savage. I know people out there are going to say, hey, bro, how many Savages do you have? I don't know. You would have to ask me how many Savages I have in each room of this house. Or should I say Nitro Gang Villa? Melissa, how many Savages do I have in this room?
2.
I didn't even give her a hand signal. Kidding around, everyone. All right, let me say hello to everyone that is here, and then I will tell you what I plan on doing. But I'll tell you something. I got my tools ready, and my hands are ready as well. We got RC Adventures. How you doing, man? Congratulations on getting that sickening rock crawler from Riarlo, if that's how you say it. Pizza and Nitro, Mark Nugent, Jay Crespo, RC, Nitro Pimp is here. He is closely getting to the 500 Nitro mark, the largest collection on YouTube. That's going to be exciting, man. Well, you got like 50 Savages? How many in each room, though? It's all about the room count. Kidding around. We got Big Boys Toys here. Dolo Brolic, how you doing, man? Pizza and Nitro. Who did I miss? No Music RC is here. Once again, happy to see you as well, man. All right, Nitro Pimp got 38 Savages. So if I have at least 2 poop per room, and there's like maybe 6 overall rooms, you are very much ahead of me, brother. All right. Serious though, you're ahead of me. The Nitro Addiction, how you doing? Just the man where when you have a question on how to put a Savage diff together, you go to the Nitro Addiction. Okay? Sickening. But they're all unique. I think every Savage is a great Savage. Now, this one does have an engine installed. You might have kind of got a little peekaboo there in the thumbnail. But you must be wondering to yourself, yo, Hybrid, why you got another engine hole in your hand right now? Where's the pull starter cord? Why is it not in the Truckola? Huh? Well, I'm going to get all into those details in a little bit. Let me say hello to the people in the stream here, because Jake, how you doing, man? Let me read your comment. I might have missed it there, right there. All right, Jake Batten, welcome to the stream. Happy to see you here, brother. Didn't want to, miss out a viewer's comment. That's kind of what makes the stream go by, If I wanted to do a video and not respond to comments, then I would do that. But sacrificing my Friday night for you guys. We got Boosted RC. Happy to see you here, man, with a classic Hybrid. I appreciate a proper name calling. Okay, proper name calling, as long as you don't do it in jest. You know the word jest? Don't do it in jest. We got RC Cape Cod. Happy to see you guys. Now, I put in the title, a couple people already guessed correctly. Texas Hill, what's up, man? Another Nitro brother for many, many years so far. The question is, rare feature. What rare feature does this Savage have? And okay, I had a little bit of a chat in the chat here so far myself. I chat too, give it a little chat. And Geomac and Jose Velasquez got it correct to start with. So I'm gonna open it up again. What rare feature am I referring to? Now, to some, it might not be that rare, but I mean, realistically speaking, I think it's fair to call this particular feature rare. So what rare feature does this Savage have? It's not John Hensley Goes the Body. I guess you could say that. But, okay, well, it is an HPI body. But I was going to say in terms of drivetrain, okay? Got a good comment here from Bonehammer, 87. Great year, 87, bro. But not if you're a Chevy Corvette with a crossfire injection. That's a bad year. Okay, if you're a wine, that's a good year. Floyd Brewer goes reverse. Some of you guys also, JS said reverse. I don't mean to be picking one out right here, but we got Bella here watching. Shout out to Bella. She is the young Nitro Queen, everybody. You will get to meet her in a video quite soon. In fact, Boosted RC and her, Melissa, we all went to the RC track. It was a little while ago. But on YouTube, time has a tendency to stand still. Anybody here want to explain to me how we observe time in the space continuum? Melissa, how do we observe time in the space continuum? Email Jean-Luc Picard. We're going to continue. J3 Hobbies, how you doing, man? RPM Nitro. Donovan goes the 3-speed. So, there was a comment here earlier. I think I said it to Geo Mac here in the stream. Only RC Nitros from sunny Southern California. How you doing, bro? I am in windy, rainy New York City. Yeah, windy, rainy New York City today. You know, went to work. My umbrella got killed in the wind. But it's okay, because when I knew I was going to come home, I was going to pull out a Savage. And that is what kept me excited. Right now, we do have reverse. I'm going to take the body off in a little bit. We're going to get to work on it right here. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. Someone said, lift the top part of the transmission cover and see if you yourself, in fact, do have 3 gears. The problem with that is, my homie, can't do that on the Savage 25. The transmission comes apart sideways on these. I'm sure you knew that. You probably didn't know what model this was. So, I mean, you're a genius. We all know this. That's okay. That's okay. Now, let's continue. I'm going to rearrange the view in a little bit. Let me just give you a little bit of a history on this particular one. I've had this for not too long. We do have the nice HPI ribbed pipe. I know some people here in the chat. Monty Kriska, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. I call this the Ron Paris Racing ribbed pipe. And yes, the design is basically the same. I don't know if it was designed by the same manufacturer, but this is a factory HPI pipe for this time period, the Ripple pipe. I will tell you, they are extremely, extremely loud. On the small .12 size and .15 engines, the Ron Paris ribbed tune pipe is a game changer. They're very, very good pipes. All right, let's, by the way, I want to tell you guys, there is a Nitro sale at A-Main. The LRP Rebel buggy is on like a 15% sale. So I put a link. If you want to pick it up, pick it up. By the way, there's a scam going around where people are buying things that they think are 85% off from the fake Horizon Hobby website. Just so you know, there is no 85% off sale at fake Horizon Hobby US, okay? You know what I'm talking about. I'll probably do a little thing on it later. We got Off Tap Aussie all the way from Australia. Happy to see you here, man. Let's see who we got. Oh, what else? Okay, that's the same thing. All right, so let's get down to, I guess we're going to take the body off. Now, the question is, what's wrong with this engine? I'm going to spin over the flywheel just to check that we have compression. My plan is to put this engine into this Savage. So we have... I literally cannot spin it over. That was a tight one. That was a tight one. It was hard to spin over. But the question is, what's wrong with this? Oh, the pull starter is obviously incorrect. I'm going to remove all this. You'll see what's going on. My plan is to stick this engine into here. Now, if anybody has been watching this channel for many, many years, I would say maybe at least 6 years. 5 years, yeah. Where is this engine from? Anybody want to take a guess? This is just basically an SH28 from, I'm not going to tell you where it's from. Yeah, I know the air filter is funny looking. I know it's an exhaust gasket. But if anybody's been here on the channel for many, many years, where is this from? Tribatrod, how you doing, man? So, Mew Drone, hey, how you doing? Good night to you too, man. And, you know, good night's usually like, you know, when you say bye, but you just came here, so, you know, no bye. Hello, hello. Geomag goes LST, no. So, if you go back in my videos many, many years ago, there was a video series where I purchased an Exceed Madstorm with a green color body. This was, in fact, the engine from the Exceed Madstorm. Now, the Exceed Madstorm was a piece of crap, okay? I didn't like it at all. But coming back to think of it, I have gotten a little more experience since I owned it. I think knowing what I know now regarding tuning the center diff, I could have made that truggy much better than it was at the time. But that was kind of like the early heydays of making Nitro great again. But really now I do have a lot more experience, and I don't think I would have called that buggy such a piece of crap at this point in time. As Nitro Pimp said, the exceeds were not great, but the engines were solid. Well, bro, that is why I kept the SH28 engine. The only good thing about it, really. But let's get talking about the Savage. We're going to also take a look inside this engine. I'll tell you why later. I don't want to call it a catastrophe yet, but you might want to call it a catastrophe. The question is, will it be a runner? Will I fire it up tonight? By the way, in the kitchen, I want you guys to know, directly in the kitchen right now, there is a Baja 5T. If I am in the proper, happy, good mood, if the coffee hits in the right time, I might fire up the Baja 5T. I might. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's kind of getting it ready for a run maybe tomorrow. All right, so let's rearrange the lights, camera. Melissa, you had a good day? Tell us about your day. Good day?
Okay.
Your day's okay? Just okay?
Just okay.
How do we make your day better? You want to yell fire in a hole in the Baja?
No.
She just said no. Sickening. Sickening. I got like 0 supporters in this room right now.
I just have a headache, okay?
Oh, she got a headache. I'm sorry. But for those of you that are here, I will offer. Nah, you know what? That thing too heavy, bro. I don't want to carry it outside. Ben, how you doing, man? All right. So we got the Savage. Let me get it down on the table. All right, Melissa, unplug the light. Everybody knows we be live right now. They know. They don't need no more notifications. Go. Pull the cord out. Pull it out. Pull it out like you mean it. There we go, baby. All right. Let me rearrange the lights. We'll take a look at the Savage. There is, in fact, an engine in here. Can you make the light a little bit better towards me, please?
No.
All right. Let me get ready. All right, so this is a Savage SS shell. Well, Melissa over there struggling.
Because it's not going.
It's not going?
No.
Make it go. The world runs on making things go. So far, it hasn't gone anywhere.
Just relax.
Someone told me to relax.
Yes, because it's not going.
I would like to relax, but it's often difficult. Hey, there's one at the bottom. No, hold on. Yeah, that's it. No, there's one at the bottom. You see the thing? Yeah, that's it. Lock it. All right. Genius, baby. Let's take the body off. This is going to be the first look with the shell off. Now, you guys might wind up seeing that body in another video. Don't pay any attention to it. It's kind of like my basher body, right? This Savage didn't really, in fact, come with that shell. So, we got Lotus RC, the hardest working, one of the most ethical moderators in the YouTube community. Pleasure to have you here, bro. By the way, if you guys have not seen, Lotus RC recently put out a video. You should go see it. In fact, yesterday, Melissa told me, let's go watch a movie. And, you know, we were on, like, YouTube browsing. I pulled up, like, what movie did we watch? It was Robinson Crusoe. It was an old 1950s flick. I really feel like watching old movies lately kind of brings you back. Thanks for that super chat from RC Nitro Flux. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. It's all going back in the Savage. The question is, we don't actually know what it needs yet. But when you see it, it needs a lot. We got Michael Sucha, man. Happy Friday to you. Okay. So first observation. Let me just start disassembling things. You guys can see okay?
Booster RC.
Yeah, what's up?
No, you put sports. Blood sport. No.
Bloodsport? No. We are, in fact, all out of Van Damme movies. There's no more good Van Damme movies. There's, everything where he was pretty much after the year 2000. Downhill for Van Damme there. Thompson, how you doing? So let me take this engine out. Ugh. So first observation. What the hell is wrong with this? Lotus RC, man, been a member for 39 months. That's awesome. Appreciate you. Platoon? Melissa, write that down. I don't think we saw Platoon with Van Damme. We saw pretty much every Van Damme movie twice, but not Platoon. So this particular Force engine, Force 28, I'm quite sure these were standard on the Twin Titan. Nitro Pimp here can confirm. This one, I'm going to pull over, spin over the flywheel. It has less compression than, I would say, you know what? I don't have a good metaphor for how much compression. It got no compression. So I already checked the top. The plug is seated. The screws are tight. There's zero compressioning on this one. This does not appear to be the original clutch bell accessory, but it's fine. The carb looks to be in normal condition. Pull starter looks to be in normal condition. Big Boys Toys, thank you, man, also for being a member for 19 months. But the system is good. The one-way bearing works, right? The issue is we got no compression. So at this point, obviously, I cannot use this. It's toast. It's destroyed. It's toast. I could send it away for a repinch. What do you guys think? You think this engine is worth a repinch? I mean, it seems to be in overall good shape, clean-wise. The carb is normal. The dust boot isn't busted, right? It does move. Yeah, Nitro Pimp goes repinch it. Normally, my litmus test for repinch, this is not a particularly high dollar engine. But the litmus test would be if the pull starter is in good condition, and this one, in fact, is in good condition. If the head is completely cracked, this one is not cracked. There's a couple small scratches. So I'm going to put this into the repinch pile. I'm collecting a pile with the Sportworks buggy on the floor over there, actually. If you guys take a little zoomaroo over there, that's the Sportworks buggy that I have to get repinched. That was a channel donation from No Music RC a few months ago. So don't worry, man. The work on that is underway. But, it's more cost efficient if I remove a couple sleeves and send them away at the same time. So how about this? I'm going to start removing these parts that I need to reuse on the other engine. And we'll get underway, man. Where's the awesome tool I needed? Oh, right here. All right, guys. Let me know if the quality is okay. Should be fine. So this, in fact, is the correct upgrade pipe for the Savage. My spring kind of sucks, but it'll be fine. There we go. That will reuse. I guess there's probably no point in protecting this from dust at this point. John Hensey, thank you, man. Been a member of the high tier. Make Nitro great again for 16 months. I appreciate you, man. Okay. Well, it's a force of habit to protect dirt from getting in there anyway, so we're just gonna stick it in there. Judging from the needle settings alone, it looks to be not have been killed. Grizzly, how you doing, man? Member for 42 months, bro. That's very, very long. I feel like you and I should go get a deep dish pizza. What state you live in, Grizzly? You like deep dish pizza? But don't get the pepperoni, bro. I got acid reflux lately, okay? No pepperoni, please. Cheese only, okay? Thank you. Maybe a little parm on top. Maybe a little garlic. Pizza Nitro knows all about the pizza toppings. All right, so this engine is toast. I mean, I've already basically tried. I'm going to tell you something, guys. I've already looked at the inside. It's clean, but there's zero compression. It looks normal on the inside there. I don't see any obvious issues. So we're going to stick this one to the side. Really nothing else I need from it other than the screws. The screws I'm likely going to reuse. All right. J3 Hobbies goes, did I buy this from eBay? The answer is no, I did not buy this from eBay. This was a local Facebook sale. All right. Anyway, let's talk about the Savage itself that you see here, guys, because the reason I kind of decided to make this one great again. In fact, I really don't like to replace engines, to be honest with you. Oh, Wonderbread, how you doing? Call me my proper name, Hybrid. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate a good joke. I'm not beyond a good, ethical, common joke. I like those. All right. we do have, oh man, Melissa just flashed me. You know what she flashed me? Guys, you're not going to believe this. She flashed me her nails. Anybody here want to see the nails of the NitroGang Queen? I mean, my nails are not very good, but I'm going to be honest with you. I've been working on them a little bit. They're not too bad. How you doing there from Japan? If I could read your username, I would. I'll tell you, bro, I love Japanese vehicles. I love Japanese food. I love Japanese culture, and thank you for making Nintendo and Sony great. People want to see those nails. Come on, Melissa. Let's flash us your nails right here. Sickening. What do they call this color? Savage blue?
No. It's
Savage cat eye?
Yep.
I gotta tell you, if this is cat eye,
You can see it through.
then this ain't the NitroGang, but it is. Who told you this cat eye? The nail operator?
No.
Because this is literally a diagonal streak.
That's how cat eyes are.
I have a cat. I know how cat eyes are, boo. Last time I looked at my cat Sandy, this did not remind me of cat eyes. Anyway, nails are hottening. Richard, thank you, bro. Yo, how much they charge you for those nails?
35.
35? Is that a deal?
Yes.
How many Subway sandwiches can you get for that? Probably 4. Probably 4. Probably 4. Okay. Let's continue. So let's talk about some of the good parts. I do notice we do have ourselves Mad Season. Happy to see you here, man. Melissa was just talking about you, Mad Season, formerly Kevin Trapp, and she goes, "Where is Kevin? Where is Kevin?" And I go to her, "Boo, go do your nails. Kevin will be here." And you are. Sickening. Okay, all aspects, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. We got 1541C. Happy to see you here. Been a member for, it looks like the longest out of anyone, 44 months. That is extra sickening, bro. For you and everyone here, something will get fired up tonight. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Mad Season, no worries, man. You know, our lives change. Sometimes people have kids. Sometimes they have dogs or cats or whatever. Sometimes they get cat eyes on their nails, and in fact, they don't even look like a cat. FYI, next to me right here.
When you move it.
Melissa said apparently when you move it, it looks like it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is not like the color changing paint from the early 2000s. You remember that purple paint people used to paint the Mitsubishi Eclipses? I know Lotus RC knows a little bit about a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Sickening. Michael Sucha, man. You're going to directly make Nitro great again. If she is. We wish you all the best, man. And for us, that might be going down too soon, everybody, if you know what I'm saying. Melissa been giving me the eye, you know? You know what I'm saying? The eye. She's like, get in that bedroom, bro. Get in there. Sickening. All right. So we do have the metal spur gear. This is a real nice upgrade. Now, in my opinion, there it goes. Do I remember purple ketchup? Dude, I remember green ketchup as well. It was not a big seller. Apparently, yes, food-colored ketchup, green and purple were an item at one time. They thought kids might want to eat green ketchup. Guess what? Kids did not want green ketchup. Do you think kids like broccoli? No. Why would they like green ketchup? Sickening. All right. So, in my understanding, whenever, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but usually in my experience, whenever I came across a Savage with a metal spur gear, they usually had a 3-speed. Obviously, you could have bought a separate metal spur. We're going to find out. I'm not going to really get into that right now, but I do want to show you guys. Let me move all this stuff from the table. The very important feature this does, in fact, have. You know, I will still maintain that this is actually pretty rare because really not many Savages with the reverse module. Today reverse is, you know, it's debatable. It's honestly a gimmick. But if you want to go old school features, you do want the reverse. I will say this is not my first Savage with reverse. I think I've had about 2 in the past couple of years. The reverse linkage feature on the Savage is super reliable. Never had anything strip. It in fact works real well. Rory Holler, happy Friday to you, man. Thank you all guys for joining me. Jimmy George, how are ya? She's still in pain. All right, so the reverse is good. We also have ourselves proper Futaba servos. You know, the Futaba S3003 It's just a standard servo, but I have never come across one that was bad in my life. We appear to have a proper servo saver. I think that's a Kimbro, maybe brand Kimbro. It's Rickety Rack. How you doing, man? All right, so let's continue to this side of the truck. Like I said, I am not 100% sure if this one has the 3-speed. It's partially questionable. I don't think looking through here will actually tell me. Anybody know? I'm not sure. I know on the newer generation with the Savage X, you could just lift the upper case up and you could see the gears. In this case, it's not that easy. You can't do that. All right, so looking from this side, it doesn't appear that anything is broken. Suspension is okay. I checked the diffs are fine. When I spin this, it does go forward. So that's okay. Fuel tank, I checked it. The fuel tank does not leak. I must have soaked it in like 8 levels of nitro fuel already. So, you know, fuel tank is okay. I already checked it. It's fine. The O-ring, I swapped it. You guys could see that's a clear O-ring. So we have some repairs done. We got Canon stuff. How you doing, man? Greetings from Malaysia. All right. Engine time. So this is basically what I wanted to do here is talk about the platform and talk about engines. Let me put this back. So when I first started the stream, this is the engine I pulled out. I said this was from an Exceed Mad Storm. Now, that truggy sucked real bad. You know, I don't really like to curse at all, but if I did curse, it would be regarding that Exceed Mad Storm. And those of you that had it, you probably would agree with me. Okay? All aspects, bro, I'm doing okay, man. You know, just the goal is to put this engine into that. But first, we got to remove all this. There's an issue here with the starting assembly. So, let's get to pulling. Hey, Melissa, do you think you can get me that red screwdriver in a cup downstairs? You know, the little Phillips screwdriver? Please? Please? All right, great. So we do have super high-end compression on this one. And the reason I want to use this one is because we have the correct Savage spacer here in the front. And get me my toolbox. That toolbox with, on the couch, please. Yeah, the toolbox. Jerry Gomez wants to know, what pipe will we be using? So this is the pipe that I have. This is just the factory optional HPI pipe, the ribbed pipe for the time period. Later on, they converted to a like a smooth pipe on the outside, but the ripples really, they're pleasurable for nitro, if you know what I'm saying. Just for nitro. Okay, so Melissa's coming back. Melissa, we got any snacks?
No.
I definitely don't have low blood sugar, but sometimes I feel like I do.
I don't know. What?
Okay, she brought me 2. 1 is correct. We got no, for serious though. We got any snacks?
I'm not going back downstairs.
No, but like the question was, do we have any snacks? Not can you get any snacks?
Yes.
Like what?
What I got you today.
Did you get me? Oh yeah, I need that. I need that real bad. Please, please, please.
Right now?
Guys, can you please tell Melissa to go get me the snack?
You should have just told me when I was downstairs.
I forgot.
You just like seeing me get up.
I'm sorry. I like seeing you get up. What do you want me to do? Okay. So let's start disassembling the pull starter. I'm going to lower this a little bit so you guys could see a little bit better. Now, Rory, bro, no more cheese. She threw it all at me already. Nitro Pimp enjoying some pizza. Tell us what kind you got. All right, so let's start doing this. I know this engine has really good compression. Yep. Lucas, how you doing, man? Yeah, Big Boy Toys knows all about that blood sugar. I mean, I definitely don't have a blood sugar condition, but, you know, sometimes you don't eat a lot, and then you eat, like, some candy, you feel better. Oh, that's... You do need to have a good amount of nutrients, though. Well, I don't want to say nutrient. Sugar isn't really a nutrient of that level, but... All right, so let's remove this. This is just a cover. There's nothing here. So this is the main issue. Anybody want to tell me what the main issue is? We're missing the starting shaft. The starting shaft is real important on this one. Oh, thank God she came with a snack. Oh, thank God. Whoa, what do you think about that? Swiss rolls, baby. Swiss rolls. Konnichiwa. Yes, yes, man. Yes. Swiss rolls. I got to eat this real hardcore right now. I was actually told her to get some, what did I say? To get some honey buns. They were sold out of honey buns. You believe that? Voodoo Trucking, how you doing, man? Happy Friday to you. Yeah, this came out of the fridge. You gotta get these things cold. Like I'm telling you, it's a secret. You gotta get this cold, and you gotta get Taco Bell hot. Swiss roll, baby. It's about 80% smaller than they used to be pre-pandemic. I will say that. It's about 80% smaller. Oh, yeah. Delicious. Melissa, you want to hold my Swiss roll?
Have a bite?
You want a bite? I'm the one with the low blood sugar.
Just want a bite.
Bro, this Swiss roll is like 5 grams. You take one bite, it's gone. I'm going to donate you a half-eaten one. You want a full one?
No.
Who here thinks I should give Melissa the full one? I mean, I could do it. I mean, one is satisfactory. Let's not be a pig over here, you know what I'm saying? Here, boo. Come on, get your hand out here. Get your hand out here. There you go. Congratulations.
I just want a bite. I want
Oh,
that thing.
Nitro Addiction enjoying some sushi.
Ew.
Tell us what kind. Hey, yeah, Melissa don't do sushi, bro.
Yeah. I just want a bite of it.
All right. It's always good. Jerry Gomez, I got a plan. Here's my plan. I have the full starting assembly and the correct starting shaft from a different engine. Now, this is temporary, right? I'm just trying to see. Obviously, I'm going to have to replace this on the other engine. But I do have a solution. But first, we probably should look inside here. Who wants me to open up this engine? I've really... Oh, no, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to open it up. It looks like I sealed it with silicone. Hold on a second. I don't know if I'm going to open it up. I think, you know what? It looks like I forgot already. I probably sealed it with silicone. I see silicone right there. All right, I'm going to keep it how it is. I'm not going to open it up. Probably unnecessary work. All right, guys. Let's take this out. So these parts are from another engine. I'm going to have to buy these, in fact, because, well, I can't use these parts forever in this motor. Or I can use it, but I'll have to replace them. This is collectively about 35 bucks in parts right here. We have the screws. This is from a Dynamite Mach 26. So the most important part is this starting shaft. Without the starting shaft, I got nothing. Okay. Oh, Lotus RC got himself some ribeye. That's awesome. I was going to open this, but you know what? I think I'm not going to at this point. I'm just going to stick this in. So like I said, this is from a different starting shaft. Notice how thin the starting nut itself actually is. Normally, they're much thicker. So, believe it or not, I went through a couple engines for like spare parts. A one-way bearing is good. I could spin over the flywheel fine. So, let's just get it back in. My goal is just to start it up. Jerry goes, baby, add a tracks to Teflon washer. I have a couple. Let me eat some more of this, bro. I'm starving out here. Swiss roll, gang. All right. That's good. It's safe. I washed the tires, trust me. Nitro Addiction, you might be correct. This particular shaft is from a Dynamite .26, the Mach 2. I honestly don't think I've ever had a big red, but I wouldn't be surprised if all of these parts are the same. So you probably are correct. All right. Let me get the screws out. I will have to replace those parts, though. Lee Harris, happy Friday to you, man. Yep, last bite. All right, so this is the pull spin start combo. Pretty good system. Let me put this all together. I'm gonna rush a little bit now. Not because I'm rushing, you know, maybe a little bit. But because I want to go fire this up before it's too late, guys. Sickening. This is a slightly adjustable. Let me get this off video first. Hold on a second. All right, I got the first screw. Let me just get the screws off video. Thank you guys for joining me here. If you haven't become a channel member, I would really appreciate that. Just putting in the screws. Tarek, how you doing, man? Happy, what is it, Memorial Day? Your Memorial Day weekend? Okay. All right, so I got this in. Just going to tighten it up a little bit. Got to put this in before it gets too late outside. The goal is just to test out the system, see if it fits. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the profile of this really long pull starter in the back. Now, normally, Pitbull Air Cooled, how you doing, man? Happy Friday. Normally, the regular Savage engines, the rotor start assembly is a much narrower profile. So, yeah, Nitro Diction is correct. This is from a Dynamite. There's no denying that. So, I'm going to try to get this in there. Let's put the pipe on. All right, it's not the best fit header. The gasket is like too small. Let me see what I can do. I'm wondering if I should remove this gasket. Both these gaskets are kind of trash, to be honest with you. Let me see if this one's tighter. Yeah, this one's a little tighter. So this gasket's a little tighter. I think I'm going to remove this gasket. Okay. From the spare parts motor. Yeah, both these gaskets obviously not in very good shape, but they're in usable shape. Okay, here we go. Got that in. Just trying to see if there's enough tension on the exhaust gasket itself. Yeah, it's much better. All right, it sits real nice. Sits real nice. Sits real nice. Okay, this is a little loose. All right, but it sits real nice. All right, let's get the spring header. Let's get the spring on. Sits real nice. Yeah, I had to do a couple of creative mods over here. So obviously my spring here stretched out too much. So I just cut off a couple loops and made another curve here. But whatever, what are you going to do? Lee Harris, man, I hope you get that Savage. Sometimes those guys don't respond. I'm actually trying to make a deal tomorrow. Let's see if the guy responded back to me. Yeah, he's not negotiating on price at all. This fella. I'm about to message him again and be like, hey, fella, what's the deal? All right. So I'm going to do this. You know what? I should have put this on before. Whenever you have things you're trying to make great again, but they're not very good to start with, it's going to be a situation. But as long as it doesn't come out, whatever, it'll be fine. Like the little stretch over there, it's fine. Watch, it'll be fine. By the way, guys, I hope everyone here had a chance to watch last week's Kyosho video. The Silver Fox. I know probably some people didn't think it would be a runner. You know, it's not one of those competitions. It either is or it isn't. And that one, it was. Okay. Oh, fell off. That's beautiful. Gotta redo it. Hard to do this on video. I'm gonna do the other side. I mean, in my opinion, that Thunder Tiger buggy, yeah, here we go. Just gonna get the spring on the other side. It honestly ran almost like a modern buggy. With the exception of the weird clutch, which, you know, it should be fixable. There we go, almost there. Boom. Not the tightest spring, but it'll be fine. Okay. Well, it's not perfect, but I don't think we'll have a leak. Oh, there's only one problem. I put it on the wrong direction. Sickening. Gotta take it off. No big deal, guys. No big deal. Put it on the wrong direction, of course. That's extra sickening. Let me do this in my hands. What's up, Chef Man? Chef Beardsley is here with us. I'm gonna put this header on in my hands, okay? I'm trying to do it on the table in front of like a light. It's difficult. All right, almost there. Done. Here we go. Spring header is done. All right, let's, the only other issue I see, we have a little bit of wobble here with the clutch, so I'm gonna remove this and add a Traxxas Teflon washer. Good? All right. Melissa, I see you enjoying the lounge out there. Okay. Got that. Just gotta get a washer in there. Got a little too much wobble. Good idea to examine the clutch as well. Thank you guys for being here on Friday with me. As I said before, don't know what the longevity of streaming will be, but today is a regular stream day. All right, clutch looks normal. It's a regular Savage 3-shoe clutch. Bearings look normal. I don't see anything obviously wrong with it. Sickening. What do you guys think? Should I put the washer before the bearing or right after here? It depends how it really sits, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to put one over there. I'm not sure if this is the correct assembly, but it looks to be very, very close to being correct. Yeah, but the question still stands. Should I put the Teflon washer before the bearing to push it out or after? All right. I don't think it really matters. Judging by the way this sits, I would say I have enough space over here, so I'm going to put the bearing after. Okay, here we go. We got one Teflon washer. I meant washer, not bearing. Correction on that one. And we'll put this back in. It should sit level. All right, it looks perfect. All right, so now it does in fact look perfect. It spins beautiful. I don't see any wobble at all. Melissa, can you tell me if there's any wobble over here? Take your beautiful nails and move this around. Is there any wobble? We're going to do the Melissa wobble test. Oh, you got to take it like this. Come on, boo. You got to pull it in and out. Oh, zero wobble?
Yeah.
Confirmed. Melissa confirmed. Zero wobble. That's enough. That's enough moving around my clutch ball. Thanks. Okay. She was going at it right there. All right, it's tight. All right, guys, that's it. I think we just got to put this back in the truck and see if it's a runner. Obviously, you know, don't make fun of me of the air filter. It's fine. I see we got some boat builders in the chat. By the way, I do want to take a quick notice of a sale of a buggy right now. What?
There's trolls in here.
All right. So we got, I do want to show you a link. Here we go. So it's the very first link. I'm just going to click it. It's basically the only buggy that's on sale right now. All right. So if you click the link, this is the LRP Rebel 8 scale buggy. This is the one I have. In case you guys didn't know, this is the one I have. It's NitroGang approved, 365 RTR with an LRP engine. I mean, it's a 0.21 LRP, right? It's considering you can't really get them that much anymore. I would say it's a pretty dope buggy. It is pretty much a entry level RTR. But we do have aluminum shocks, you know, LRP ZR21. It's still you know, these are basically SH style engines. JP, how you doing, man? Radio is not bad at all. I did use it. It's pretty good. So if you want to get like a cheap buggy, right now is the time to get it. Click the link in the description to this video. $365. And you can use a coupon on this as well, because it doesn't say no coupons available. J3 Hobbies, man, thank you. You are always welcome. Keep Nitro and ethics alive. Back to the Savage. All right, I'm going to do my best to put this in real quick, guys. Yeah, JP, right now is the time to get them. I have that buggy. I, in fact, have an unboxing video on it. If you want to check it out. It's pretty dope buggy, actually. I can tell you this. Zero runaways. Wonder Bread, yes, you could use the coupon on it. So it's actually way cheaper. But please click the link in the description, because that's the only way I'll get any tiny amount of commission. As you could tell here on this channel, I don't tell you to go buy a bunch of electric tracks. Do I? No, I don't. But then again, that's kind of something I pride myself with. All right, let's put this engine in. I hope it fits, because actually this is a little too fat. I'm gonna try to give you a good view from the top over there. Might be tight over there. Hope I can get the screws in, but if not, I'll have to remove the head. Gear mesh should be fine. Okay. All right, we got ourselves a fitter. It's a fitter. Yo, you looking at that XL? That's okay. You're allowed to look. All right, let me see if I can get these tight somewhat. If not, oftentimes you do have to remove the head, but I made sure that I was able to put this in real quick. So if anybody wants to do a timer, bro, do a timer. Got that one. Let me get the ones on this side. Let's hope they go in. All right, looks like I got that one. Got one more. Yeah, so obviously I'm not putting a receiver in right now. I'm just trying to see if engine-wise it's going to be a starter. I'll adjust the gear mesh as needed once I attach it. But it looks to be okay. The gear mesh might actually be fine. Once it's tight, it might get a little better. Okay, here we go. This one's tight. This one's tight. All right, so gear mesh wise, it does snag a little bit, so yeah, we need to move it out a little bit. It's a little tight. Gear mesh is a little tight. Not ideal, not ideal. By the way, guys, I talked about this earlier, but be aware, there's a scam website from Horizon Hobby. In fact, I was talking to JP's RC before. He gave me a little information. People already posted about it. Don't order anything that you see 75% off. There's no 75 or 80% off on RC products. Let me tell you right now, that does not exist. That is a fake Horizon Hobby website. I could go to it right now, but I don't want to publicize it. Okay. Let me turn the Savage around. What's up there, Original Man? Happy to see you here, bro. Him and I are going to the RC track tomorrow, where we're going to fire up a Baja for one specific reason. Question is, you guys want to see me go fire up a Baja right now? I'm just curious. I got about 2 minutes. I can go do it, but it's going to take a lot of effort because it's freaking heavy. Yeah, Tommy's Adventures is correct. Yeah, the most you're going to get is 35 bucks off. Yeah. All right, Texas Hill goes do it. All right, bro. Sounds good. Yo, OG, I sent you a message on Instagram, okay? Yeah. Oh, we got a cat in here. He's meowing. We got a meower.
Andy.
All right, guys, I'm going to go do a quick fire up on the Baja. If you want to see it, give me a hell yeah. All right? You think I put this ugly hat on for no reason? There's a reason. All right, Dad and Mads RC, good luck with that Baja, man. I hope you fire it up. All right, so I'm going to go, is it raining right now? Boo, boo,
No.
boo. No? All right.
No.
Let's head out. I got the Baja in the kitchen, guys. And then I'll come back to the Savage. Southern Maine, how you doing, bro? Andy Barnett, how you doing? All right, Harlem NYC, all the NitroGang is here. Happy to see you guys. All right, let me go. Let me block this a little bit. We'll go to the kitchen. All right, boo. I got to go to the kitchen. That's where nitro and gas gets cooked. You know what I'm saying? It's in fact it's a true statement, really. The quality might get a little worse. Hold on a second. Melissa, anybody want to tell me right now? Let me go outside for a second. It might get better. All right, guys, give me a second right here. Let me know if the quality gets better. We lost a lot of viewers. Guess you fire up a Baja and people get scared. Is it better? Yeah, let me wait a second before I carry the Baja out, or else I'm not going to carry it out. Much better? All right, wait here. I'm going to go bring it, okay? Yeah, I'm outside now, that's why. Better? All right, awesome, bro. Wonder Bread got the LRP. You're going to like it, bro. Okay, I'm going to go carry the Baja, thank God. All right. You guys might remember this. I got this a while back. It's a King Motors wheel. It's a heavy one. Look at the rear bumper. I painted it too. All black now. All right. Maybe a fire in the hole. Yeah, this one's actually basically spotless because I cleaned the crap out of it. We have a lot of useful upgrades. It's a 5SC. Yeah, 5SC. Correction, bro. Wrong. I said the wrong thing. Yeah. This is the one. Let me give you a close-up view, okay? Then we'll fire it up real quick. This is the one with the rare Team Fat Dad Racing parts. I mean, it's a pretty proper Baja, to be honest with you. Aluminum clutch carrier. We got the SS style pipe. This is a Roven or King motor. I'm not sure. MSD plug, ignition plug, wire rather. Wire. I didn't mean the plug. Wire. All right, bros. What do you think? Fire in the hole. I tuned the rear shocks, but the front need a little bit of oil in them. We got the proper cover over here. Pull starter got crazy compression. Oh, crazy. Very high compression. The problem is somebody installed the power switch in such a way that it's like impossible to turn on. All right. That's good. Not really sure what the displacement is on this, to be honest with you. It doesn't say. All the stickers are missing, but it's a 2-bolt, so I don't know. All right, let me prime it. We have a new primer, by the way. Not primer, I mean a new carb, completely new carb. New air filter, new carb, everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's most likely. Thing is, I think this is a King Roven. This is a King Motors. We do have a lot of nice upgrades though in the front. Yeah, Pitbull air cooled. Yeah. So the problem with this power switch, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but you see somebody installed this metal guard on the chassis, the dirt guard. Good luck getting your finger in there if you want to get stitches. I basically have to use a screwdriver to get the power switch. All right, we got 88 viewers. Not that many for a Baja, to be honest with you. It's kind of sickening. I'm going to have to fire it up on the floor. All right, guys, you ready for this? Let me put it somewhere next to the Baja. I'm gonna put it right here. You know what? Gotta get the right angle. The light's outside not too good, that's why. You ready? Damn, I need someone out here with moving their hands for the light. It's not starting yet, I'm just priming it. All right, fire in the hole. We'll be back. Say BRB.
Now you're back.
We're back?
Yep.
All right, guys. I need to establish the all-new Nitro and Gas Gang very good Wi-Fi router fund. You know what I'm saying? But what are you gonna do? All right, so it fired up, huh? Did you? I don't even know what you saw. I have to rewatch part of the video right now. Yo, Melissa, what part of the video did they see? Like the fire up was it good?
Yeah.
Or did they see me shut it down or no?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, we got a runner. All right. So that was a proper Walbro carb. I forgot what model number, the cheap model number. All right. All right, so it shut down when I cut it off, right? It's all right. I didn't say nothing important anyway. So, all right, guys. Back to the Savage. But anyway, did you like that fire up? So the other day, the reason I wanted to fire it up, I got a question for you all. If you take off the pull starter, right, on that gas RC, and you have access to the flywheel, John, how you doing, bro? Are you able to normally spin the flywheel with your hand? Right, the other day I came across a Baja, and I was convinced it had low compression. You're not supposed to be able to easily, I mean like easily spin it over. I mean easily. I don't mean like, you know, obviously you could spin it over. It's not a Nitro. But like easily you cannot spin it over. So this one you saw when I was pulling it, it was like lifting the whole rear end of the Baja up. All right, anyway, let's get on to the Savage. Melissa, did you yell fire in the hole? I didn't hear you.
No.
She said no.
I did not.
The plug was normal. All right, let me get back to the Savage. I'm just checking a few things over here, guys. All right. Yeah, Lotus RC, that particular Baja I was basically able to spin it over with like one finger, the whole flywheel. It wasn't like I was struggling to spin over the flywheel, you know, like the pull starter was gone, it was missing, it was broken. So that's the question, you know. All right, let's continue. Wonderbread, bro, congratulations on getting that LRP buggy. It's in my basement right now. I might, in fact, run it tomorrow. It's a pretty sickening buggy, in fact. All right, back to the Savage. I have to adjust the gear mesh a little bit, I think. Yeah. All right. Oh. Dolo Brolic wants to know, when is the NitroGang barbecue? Good question. I got to make one happen. Pizza Nitro, that was actually my plan, but the plan did not happen. All right. Okay. Let me take a look at these engine screws. Oh, that's odd. Missing one screw here so far. Okay. Let's get back to the Savage. All right, so I'm going to adjust the gear mesh a little bit. It's a little too tight. And then I think it's going to be firing a hole for the Savage. Hopefully. Tommy's Adventure, how you doing, man? Tommy's Adventure wants to know, how bad is it to run nitro in the summer heat? Honestly, you really shouldn't have a big problem. You know, the nitro engines are cooled by air and the fuel they run, the oil. So really, if your tune is conservative and rich enough, you shouldn't have an issue. They run fine. I just got to move the engine a little bit. And I think we'll be able to heat it up and prime it. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. The quality is real bad outside. Okay, that's a little too much. That might be okay. Let me just adjust it. Okay, that seems okay. Let me tighten it. I only got 3 screws here right now. I don't know where the other one went. That is odd. No, it's mad loose. This is the most annoying part right here. No, a little too tight. All right, that seems good. I'm gonna tighten it. All right, spins. What do you guys think? Should I save this for tomorrow? I don't really like to be doing streams too long anymore. We already had a 1 fire up. Okay. And the quality is kind of shitty for some reason. All right. Gear mesh seems appropriate. I need is a rubber band. All right, Texas Hill. How you doing, man? Well, you know, sometimes tomorrow never comes, right? Okay. So my gear mesh is real good now. I could see it spins pretty much normally. It's you know, the shafts are always a little wobbly on top there. So this was probably a Savage 25, but this is now an SH 28. I do have to put the electronics in and everything. For now, we just have this kind of air filter. Let me assemble the other side. All right. It looks like if there's not much interest today, I'm just gonna cancel. There's no point in going overboard, you know. Health matters. Oh, this cooling head is real tight. You see that? I think that is real close over there. That might eat away at the tank maybe a little. Maybe it'll be okay. What do you guys think? I mean, that top fin, the fin definitely hits the side of the tank. If this tank was a little more pushed out, it will be proper. I gotta think about it. Lotus, didn't you get a fantastic Savage from Nitro Addiction? I think you did. Yeah, Jerry, how you doing, bro? Goes piece of fuel tubing. I have some protective tape I could put there. Yeah, it appears the internet is weak. I don't know if I'm gonna fire it up tonight. But the engine's installed. Let me see if I can spin this over. Oh, compression is sky high. Oh, sky high compression. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, for a fire up, it should be fine. Not the best. It still needs a little bit of a gear mesh. The thing is, I'm missing one of the screws for the engine mount. I think that's why I never finished building this one. I think. Let's see what do we got in the case of electronics over here on the front. These battery trays are quite annoying. Radio trays. All right, so we got the servos. Obviously, there's no battery, no receiver, which is obvious. The HPI throttle servo kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do? No, I'm gonna leave that for now. All right, Jerry Gomez wants to know, what do I like better, the T-Max or the Savage? You know, they're both totally different. The T-Max is obviously a small block engine. There's a lot more parts for them at this point. They still make them. The Savage, you know, it's going to be a more of a gas guzzler. They handle jumps real well. The 2-speed shifts real well. Really not much to break on them. I would say both tuned properly, your top speed will be quite similar. It comes down to, you know, they both could do wheelies. They can both do wheelies. It's hard to say. T-Max or Savage, it's hard to say. What do you guys think in the chat here?
Okay,
They're both 2 speeds.
I have a question.
Yeah. What is it? What's your question?
Which one does he like more? The T-Max or the Savage?
Obviously, the answer is going to be he likes both of them, but he wants to know which one he should get first. He said both. Melissa knew. Of course. Jason, how you doing, brother? Happy to see you here. I'm thinking, should we take a look inside this Offner engine? It is toast. I do have to take the sleeve out.
If I had to choose, I would choose the T-Max.
Yeah, Melissa would choose the T-Max because she knows T-Max Tony a little personally, if you know what I mean. T-Max Tony is it's a close relative.
If I had to choose between the T-Max and the Nitro Slash, I would choose both.
Let me take a look inside this engine. I mean, the compression is real bad. Derek, that is correct. I am T-Max Tony, baby, from like 3 years ago. You know, the reason the T-Max Tony stuff went away is because people aren't ready for that style of humor. You have to have a high IQ to understand it. All right, so I'm going to probably disassemble the sleeve and send it away. You know, guys, it is funny. I did enjoy the humor while I was there, but, you know, I try to cater to people all around the world. I don't want to single anybody out. I don't want to make people feel unnecessarily bad. And I guess there were some people that lived the alternative lifestyle that got offended, if you know what I'm saying. And, you know, I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of humor to not piss somebody off. And they were genuinely pissed off. All right, let's see what we got on the inside. All right, so, I mean, the head button looks normal.
JPRC says I just T-Max Tony.
It honestly looks clean in there. Probably ran hot for a long time. It got no compression. The top of the sleeve looks normal. Well, it's a shim, I think, on top. Yeah, there's a couple shims over there. Is it me or there are too many shims? Head button looks okay. Wonder Bread, unfortunately, the time of T-Max Tony has passed.
What's with the filter?
People just don't understand the humor. They are quick to poke fun at in a mean way. And, you know, I don't want to produce content that encourages hatred of groups of people. That's the reality right here. Don't want to produce content that produces hatred of groups of people that might live the alternative lifestyle. That's the reality. You know, when I started it, it was all positive. I wasn't making fun of nobody. But it led into that alleyway. Let me see. I mean, it looks fine. I mean, probably this could use a nice rebuild. Looks good, no? What do you guys think? Repinch? Yep, only RC Nitros. You are correct. But you know, at the end of the day, I am a relatively large channel. I do have a relatively large worldwide audience. And if there's something that unfortunately happens to upset anyone in any way, it really is in the best interest of the creator to minimize it. It really is. All right, David, how you doing? All right, I'll repinch it. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it a day. I got to go carry that Baja inside. Time for it to get fired up again tomorrow. Yeah, so the sleeve, I mean, I don't know. It looks... Should probably take a closer look at the sleeve, to be honest with you. Not a bad idea. It looks like there's a good amount of scoring right there, maybe. Pitting. No, it's not pitting. It's just the oil remnants. I don't see anything obviously wrong with it. Do you guys see anything obviously wrong with it? There's no major gashes in it, really. All aspects, thank you, bro. Unfortunately, you know, today, one viewer out there has the power of 1,000,000. And that is why we are where we are. All right, everyone is saying repinch gang. I think we can probably make it happen. Yeah, because realistically speaking, the head button looks good. It doesn't appear there's like a lot of pre-detonation here or whatever. Yo, Melissa, we got any McDonald's deals right now? Can you pull up your app? Pull up your app. You know, guys, it's been a while since we went on a road trip. I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm choosing to live more of the simple life. Like Paris Hilton, remember the show Simple Life? Pitbull, thank you, man. By the way, if you haven't seen, there's a sickening LRP buggy on sale. But I got to check out McDonald's deal app right now. Come on.
I'm getting it up. Relax.
JP, you got it, man. That's just the reality, you know? When you hit a certain stratosphere of viewership, you really have to, Steven, what's up, bro? You really should, in your best interest, if you're a positive person that only wants good things to happen to people, you really should care about those that you hurt. And, you know, it might seem irrational, but it's rational enough to me. All right, let's take a look at the McDonald's app.
Really?
Just in case. We got some points. What do we do? Order? You know, I wonder how much a new McCrispy strips are. Are they crazy? 4 strips are $7.99 and the meal is $14? They must be crazy.
Right.
3 is $6.99. A strip is over $2? Bro, this isn't even Manhattan prices. They're insane.
I heard they're really good.
Melissa said she heard they're really good. I really want to try them, to be honest with you.
Well, let's try it.
Bro, what do you think? We're rich?
I have freaking points tonight. I have points.
Can't zoom in on it. I'll probably get the sweet and sour.
You're gonna order it now?
I'm not going to order it right now. Maybe later. I mean, that's insane, bro. Big Mac meal. Honestly, they killed the Big Mac. Mark goes there pretty good. All right. We might have to give him a shot, man. All right, guys. You all have a good night. Take care. Stay positive. Stay real. And I'll tell you, don't make jokes at the expense of others. I don't want to say things like it'll come back to you. I don't want to say things like karma. But treat others how you want to be treated. And that's something I truly stand behind. Have a good night.